Hello, class. Might as well say this. Today is my birthday, so I thought I'd share with you one of my favorite things, which is science. I love science. I really, really do love science. And I'm also showing you a newsletter that I got from my old school where I got my PhD, Berkeley. And this appeared recently. And the question is, can we use polymers to replace body's natural proteins? So this one's interesting because the first time this semester I've talked about this. This talks about how science is interacting with computers, specifically in this case, artificial intelligence. And it's interesting to see where science is going. I got my PhD before we had these interfaces with the machine learning and artificial intelligence. I guess I did it the old way of sorts. Although I use computers. My research advisor, Gabor Samarjai, he's up in his ears, and he would tell stories about when like computers came online, because before that all data was taken by hand, and people used to be able to, like, I can get two significant figures, three on a good day, and suddenly these computers were popping out like five, 10 significant figures reproducibly, and they're like, I got nothing. I can't do that. And so it really changed the way people looked at data and what role of science was. And I think we're going through a similar revolution right now, and specifically how we interact with our thinking machines, our artificial intelligence, and our machine learning. So I was starting to daydream ahead and plan a trip, and I even asked Chat GPT for some advice, and Chat GPT gave some pretty good advice. So I mean, it was just like, wow, it's amazing how computers are. But let's go back to science, and so polymers with body's natural proteins. So proteins are made from amino acids, and there are 20 common ones. And so uh, well, protein is, in chemistry wise, is very, very similar to nylon. So nylons and proteins have very similar chemistries. And so, I mean, proteins, there are polymers. But this case, we're looking to simplify things. And there was some experiments done, for instance, uh, replacing I called it the cytol. I thought it was called cytoplasm. I don't know. I'm not a biology person, but this article called it cytol, the inside of the cell, and used polymers, synthetic made polymers rather than biologically made polymers, and the cell didn't care, kept on working. And the interesting thing for this, at least for me, is that uh, the artificial intelligence was kind of given the shape and kind of had to match it. And so it's interesting how humans, I mean, we're kind of still seeing the big picture here, but some of the real just plug and chug, try things out and see what fits work is done with a computer. And I mean, we do this today, right? I mean, we use calculators. I'm not going to do long division. Are you kidding me? I mean, I could. I haven't done long division since grade school, right? But I know how to. But I mean, why don't I do it? Because I have a calculator, right? I mean, well, sure, I could match up all these proteins and make something to shape, but why would I? I can have the computer do it, right? So, I mean, that's great. That's great. I mean, that's amazing. And I was excited when I first saw this article, actually, because I've been watching The Mandalorian on Disney Plus. If you're I'm okay, I'm a nerd, as you probably know. The PhD in chemistry probably didn't tip you off, that did. And I remember before that there was the Book of Boba Fett or whatever, and they had some of the characters that turn into cyborgs, and there are a couple cyborgs in that, and Darth Vader, if you know Star Wars, is a cyborg. So I was getting all excited. I'm like, oh, cool, we're gonna have cyborgs, but they look like normal humans, not like Darth Vader, who's more machine than man kind of thing. So, but I mean, we could be getting this way, like where I mean, we've there's lots of surgeries to help repair, replace things. I mean, so if this is they're looking at the cells, why not heart valves? You know, why not other things? Why not duct work in our digestive tracts, right? I mean, this is where this could go. So I'm excited by this. I think this is interesting. Not only that, but also the integration with artificial intelligence and humans. We're still running the show, or at least I hope we are, kind of thing. But I mean, it's just it doesn't scare me too much because this is just something that's like a repetitive thing that computers are very well good at, very good tools for doing many things, simple operations, and trying to find something that fits, and the machine learns and knows how to do it, and that way, why have an army of humans spend months on it when you can have a computer do it in 3 minutes? I mean, sure, great, good for me, or good for us, good for everyone. I mean, so that's my weekly article. I went and looked up it just referenced the Nature article. I can send it out too if you want to see it. It's I think this one summarizes it a lot better. Nature, the scholarly journal articles, they tend to be they're very specific to the fields. And but I think it might be a good experience for you to see a scholarly article if you haven't yet already. So I will send that out with this one. So, but I mean, again, the purpose of these videos are to inspire you for why am I here? Why am I studying chemistry? What else am I going to do with my life? But I mean, of course, I know very few of you are going to study chemistry, and that's fine with me. But I mean, I find science joyful, just like my birthday, which, like I said, is today. So, but even though it's my birthday, you personally are very important to me. So if you do find yourself uh, in trouble, like lack of basic needs, other issues going on, academic issues, please feel free to reach out to me. I will always do what I can to help you out. So okay, have a nice rest of your day, and I might be out later on tonight, so if you don't hear from me for a couple hours, I am engaging in some frivolous enjoyment and recreation activities. So aloha for now.